Here we are back again with the Robie refurbished project. You see I've got Robie here. I've taken the base off in the last video. Got his battery cover off and the battery out in the last video. That's a little crooked. He's got his guts in here. That was connecting to the base before. That's the drawer that pops out here whenever you hit the eject button. Although it seems to be having a little trouble popping out now. Huh. Popped out before. Ah, wrong switch. So that's the cassette tape, which we'll probably take out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. My thoughts is I'd put the screen inside here so I could have a touch screen if I needed it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pull that off. And here's the various of the controls. His arm moves, but it has no motor control. So on this video, we're going to take him apart, pull his guts out, because nothing that's inside here works anymore. I'm going to have a sip of my Nespresso. I'm going to pull there's 6 screws here on the back. We're going to pull those out. We're going to take it apart. Once we take the back off, then the head and the arms will all come off, and we'll be able to see inside that there's a old board that used to control the radio control and did the other things that used to controlling, but we're going to take all that out. We're going to replace that with our Arduino and Raspberry Pi combination. All part of the plan to make Robie an autonomous robot. He's going to be my first heart-style robot, so he can roam around the house on his own and respond to voice commands and hopefully take some actions. I can teach him a few things. With a little luck, he'll be as smart as my dog. That's what I keep saying I'm hoping for. Make him as smart as my dog. Have a few things that he knows how to do. He can respond to 5 or 6 commands. And other than that, not exactly lost in space type robot. He's never going to compete with Hal. But it'll be fun getting him to be as far as he can be. So we'll set this out of the side. You don't want to have to cup coffee while you're working on electronics. We'll take one last sip of that stuff. And we'll get right to it. We're going to start taking these screws off. Should be 6 of them here. I watched the video from I can't remember her name. Rain was her last name. She does a bunch of good videos on refurbishing of robots. And I can't quite remember how she said this was going to work. And interesting enough, I don't feel any screws on that side. What's up with that? Definitely screws in there. I just didn't hit them right, I guess. Yep. That side's done. This side doesn't appear to be biting into the screw. That screw's loose. That screw's loose. Feels like there's some junk in there. Probably no telling what. This thing was sitting around for a while. get my other screwdriver. So we'll end this part of the video and pick up again in a moment.